Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
It's 2025 and we're kicking off this year by discussing some of the big upcoming movies.
Is it going to be a super fantastic year for movies?
Stick around.
All right, guys, it's 2025 now, and we got some big movies coming out this year.
Yeah, man, especially this summertime. It's pretty packed.
Yeah, we got a lot of sequels again, just like 2024, but I'm sure a lot of them will be very good as well.
Yeah, so you want to get it going in chronological order?
Yeah, so we will be omitting some movies just because either not something we're interested in, or it's just probably not going to be as big as they want.
Some of these are going to probably make it into the $1 billion club, almost some like guaranteed, I think.
Starting off, the first one for sure is going to be Wolfman. January 17th. No, I mean, I don't think that's going to be in the $1 billion club, but it looked like a fun, scary movie.
Yeah, it looks like a good, scary movie. It is the earliest one in this year coming up that we thought was somewhat relevant. So
I'm only going to include this just because my son asked me to, but also in January we got Dogman coming out. So if your kids like,
it's like a popular kids book, right?
Yeah, my son watched the Dogman musical the other day. Okay, so that was kind of cool.
Nice.
So anyways, that's also coming out in January, I believe at the end of the month. I don't remember the exact date, but
yeah. And then shortly after that, we got a big Valentine's Day movie.
Yeah, Love Hurts.
Love Hurts.
February 7th.
That's right.
I'm just kidding. No, that's not the one we're talking about, but I did want to include that because that did look like a lot of fun.
Yeah. There's, like you said, there's several movies that we omitted from the list, not because we're not excited for them, but I mean, we got to limit it somehow. There's a ton of movies coming out, and that's one that I don't think has as much recognition.
Press and whatever for, but Kiwi Kwan is doing amazing stuff like the last few years.
Yeah, and that trailer looked fun. I'm excited for that movie actually.
But the one you were referring to was Captain America.
Brave New World.
Yeah, that comes out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
So good, date movie.
Taking Deadpool's spot from a romantic date night movie.
Yeah, and Anthony Mackie can finally have his own movie. Tom Holland can stop talking crap about that.
Yep.
So that looks interesting. I mean, they've done a lot of reshoots, so I'm a little nervous about it.
Yeah.
And it's the first Captain America movie without Steve Rogers as Captain America, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think we heard they did some recent reshoots, right? They did the first round, and then they did
some of the screenings weren't as good as they were hoping for, so they had to make a couple of last minute changes. So hopefully it's good. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm hopeful. I mean, it looks
Red
good.
Hulk looks cool.
Yeah, and Harrison Ford's amazing. So I'd like to think he wouldn't sign on for it if the script wasn't good. So we'll see.
I don't know. And we finally got some promo images of the leader that I sent to you, I think, earlier today. Mm-hmm. So finally got to see him. They've kind of hiding him more in the shadows in the trailers. So it'll be interesting to see how he comes into play and if Betsy Ross is actually in it like there was rumored.
Yeah.
Because, that's from the Ed Norton Hulk movies. So it'll be interesting to see who comes back and if we're going to get another Hulk maybe.
Well, I mean,
besides Red Hulk.
It's been the same Thaddeus Thunderbolt Ross, right?
Sure.
He carried over.
Yeah.
Obviously he's passed away, which is why we now have Harrison Ford.
Sure.
But yeah, that's the rumor is that is going to continue from that original Ed Norton movie. So
yeah, that's going to be at least fun for us as Marvel fans. Hopefully it's a good movie.
And we're going to finally get some Tiamat stuff, right?
Yeah, finally.
Like that's one of the biggest things that just
adamantium. So I'm wondering if we're going to get some more mutants in there. I mean, they're not. I mean, hopefully they're not going to just throw them in there, but maybe at the end in the credits.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if we get end credit scene finally tying in some mutant stuff, some more. I mean, we got a little bit of tie-ins, but yeah.
Supposedly Tiamat's got adamantium, so it's got to have something.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then March we got Mickey 17. I haven't even seen the first 16 movies. So
I know, right? It's crazy. They're already on number 17.
No, Mickey 17 looks good. The Robert Pattinson.
Robert Pattinson, yeah. If you haven't seen the trailer, check it out. It's pretty interesting. But essentially, he volunteers to be part of this program where if you die, they
just reclone you.
Reclone you, a new version. Yeah, and but I think you still remember.
They're doing all these tests on you, basically.
Yeah.
You feel the pain, and then you die, and you're reborn. And looked interesting.
And something happens where I think is it the 16th version or 17th doesn't die like they thought he did, and they rebirth them before.
Yeah, that or 17 and 18. I don't know.
I can't remember what. Yeah, but either way, they're trying to off each other. They want to be the only one,
Sure.
So, but it looks pretty entertaining and kind of fun.
Yeah. And then also in March on the 21st, we got the Snow White movie, the live action Snow White, which
slightly controversial Snow White movie.
Yeah, a lot of people think that the role should be reversed of the Evil Queen and Snow White as far as looks.
Yeah, they say can Gal Gadot sing though? That's the only thing. I don't know.
Maybe
that.
Not.
Yeah.
Rachel Zegler. I liked her in Y2K. A lot of people did not like her.
There was comments, I think in one of our shorts you posted for Y2K, there was comments like, oh, Rachel Zegler's in it. I will never watch that movie. I'm like, I don't understand the hate.
Yeah, a lot of people aren't fans of her. But, I mean, if she does a good job, that's all that matters, right?
Yeah,
we'll see how it comes out.
We do know she's an amazing singer, so that's kind of important for Snow White. But
and the animated dwarves.
The dwarves, yeah.
I say elves. The dwarves are all little, at least to me. But they could have used real little people. That's so weird. Especially for a live action movie. I don't know. It seems kind of whatever.
Well, then after that, we have a Minecraft movie that's coming out April 4th. And I think that one's a little bit less controversial. I think the first trailer wasn't as popular. The second one, I know even my son who really likes Minecraft was pretty pleased with the changes they made and kind of the things they showed in that. So I think that'll do well.
Yeah. I know for sure Dexter's going to want to watch it, so I'll probably be checking that one out.
Yeah, I think all of my boys will want to watch it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
other movie we got in April on the 18th is Michael B. Jordan movie Sinners.
Yeah, this looks pretty crazy. You remind me. We watched the trailer. I don't know, 3-4 months ago probably, and you had to remind me about it. But yeah, I do remember that trailer was pretty good. Is it like vampires or something?
Yeah, there's like vampires coming in. I don't know if they're vampire hunters or I don't know what's going on, but. It looked pretty interesting, so I'll check that out. I think there's that Ryan Coogler, I believe.
I think so, yeah. And then shortly after that, in May, it's really kicking off in May is when things start to get crazy. We got our second of the 3 Marvel movies, and it's Thunderbolts Asterisk.
Yeah, still got the asterisk. I mean, we're all suspecting that it's going to change to a new title like a New Avengers or a Dark Avengers or something like that, possibly, but something's going on with the asterisk that hasn't been fully explained yet.
Yep. May 2nd. I think it looks great. I mean, I love a lot of these actors.
It's like Marvel's version of the Suicide Squad, essentially. Like the way the trailer at least looks like they're sending them on a mission where it doesn't matter if they die because they're kind of like all sort of bad or at least anti-heroes.
Yeah.
So they come together, that'd be kind of cool. And I'm excited to see Sentry.
Yeah, I think maybe more excited for this movie than Captain America. I mean,
I think I am as well.
I'm excited.
Sadly,
I'm excited for the potential ramifications of Captain America: Brave New World with the adamantium and tying with Tiamat and all that stuff. But as far as like the actual like movie, not just the repercussions, but the actual movie itself, I think the Thunderbolts looks more entertaining.
If they can get Cap to be more like Winter Soldier vibes, like it kind of looks like, it might be a really good movie. But
yeah, no, I hope you're right.
I definitely agree that Thunderbolts looks better presently.
Yeah, if it gets close to Winter Soldier, I'll be thrilled because that's one of my favorites. Yeah. So. And
then also in May on the 23rd, we got I think it's the final Mission Impossible movie, right?
Yeah. Is it Final Reckoning? Yeah, because it was Dead Reckoning was the last one. This is Final Reckoning.
So hopefully,
I think it is supposed to be the final one.
I mean, this guy keeps going. Tom Cruise is a machine.
Yeah, the guy is. You know what? I mean, think what you want about his personal life and stuff. I think we discussed this in our channel before, but that dude just gives his all. So like when it comes to being an actor,
the fact that he does all of his stunts.
Yeah, that guy's 110% all the time, man.
And he's 60, I think 62 or 3. Yeah. I looked it up the other day with Bella. I was like, dang, he's doing all these.
Yeah, it's crazy. And it's not just him. Like when he's doing this stuff, he's like convincing the other actors to do stuff. There's a pretty interesting interview with Rebecca Ferguson, based, her discussion for the last movie she was in. She talks about how like she wouldn't normally do this stuff, but he's doing this stuff, and he's just like, yeah, you could do it. And then she finds herself like doing these stunts. She's like, what am I doing? I'm crazy, But in the moment, he gets you all hyped up for it, and so people, he elevates people around him. So it's pretty awesome. I'm actually excited for this. This last movie was really good.
Sure.
I knew it was going to be a 2-parter, but it was still kind of a bummer when that movie ended. You're like, man, it's like it really leaves you hanging. So. Yep. Yeah, so Haley Atwell was a huge part of Dead Reckoning, so I'm sure she's going to continue to be a major part of this movie. She had a lot of fun scenes in that, man. You watched Dead Reckoning, right?
I believe so.
Okay. All the stuff in the car chase and stuff, and then changing places in the drivers. It was, I don't know, it was pretty fun. So I look forward to this last one. Kind of a bummer that it's the last one, but guys got to stop eventually.
Yeah. I don't know. Some of our childhood hero actor type people are going to be retiring soon. Denzel's on his track for the last few movies. He's being very selective with what he's doing.
Yeah, but
some of these actors are going to be.
Apparently that's not going to come out this year. But he apparently agreed to do another one or two more movies for. Why am I forgetting the movie he just did?
Gladiator?
No. His continuing series.
Equalizer,
yeah. Sorry. It was at 3 now, and he agreed to do number 4 and maybe 5, I heard.
I think he's going to do Othello, Black Panther 3, and a couple other things. Either way, yeah, so I'm getting a little off.
Yeah, we're out. Sorry. But you're right. There are a lot of the big name child actors that action actors who grew up with that are kind of
on their way out.
Yeah.
But we're getting some new good actors, so that's cool.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then the next one that's coming out is big name actor is Stitch. Lilo and Stitch is coming out the same day as Mission Impossible. So the live action, so to speak, version of that.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably, I don't know. I was gonna say,
won't see it in theaters.
I'd probably see Mission Impossible over that, but I don't know, man. Lilo and Stitch is one of my favorite Disney movies.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
My daughter's cat's name is Stitch. I'm pretty sure I'll be watching that either way.
Yeah.
If I'm watching Mission Impossible, I'll probably be with you or by myself. So, yeah. Anyways,
maybe we get. I'm sure Amber will want to see it too. She really liked the other one. Maybe we do a big group thing.
Maybe
get Alex to go with us too, or something. I think he's a big fan of those movies.
No, he does not like them.
He doesn't like them. Okay. Yeah, he doesn't like Tom Cruise probably.
Just kidding. Yeah, and then shortly after that, also in May, we get the next Karate Kid movie, Karate Kid Legends.
Yeah, and this is kind of another continuation of the OG '80s Karate Kid movie. So
Ralph Macchio in it, but it's also got Jackie Chan.
Yeah. So. Which Jackie Chan was in the other one with Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it actually looks really good. I haven't watched any of the Cobra Kai show. That's right. I imagine it ties in with that too.
Yeah. It's got some cheesy moments, but overall Cobra Kai.
I hear it's really good.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I definitely hear it's good. So I probably should watch it at some point.
Especially if you're going to go watch that movie.
Yeah. So I got till May, right?
End of May.
Yeah, got to end of May to catch up on, was it like 6 seasons of Cobra Kai or something crazy?
I think so.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
We'll see. But then in June we have a Ballerina, right? We got
John Wick movie.
June 6th, yeah, kind of a John Wick adjacent. From what I understand, Keanu is going to be making some appearances in this movie.
But Ana de Armas is the main actress.
Yep.
Yeah, so she'll be playing the ballerina, I assume.
Yeah, and that whole universe, the John Wick movies are
Continental. They have that show, I guess.
Yeah,
I heard it's pretty good.
Was it pretty good?
I have not seen it.
Prime Video, I think.
I think so.
I think it was Prime Video. I have not watched that. It takes place in the past, I believe, for that one. Kind of when the Continental's getting started.
Yeah.
But yeah, the John Wick movies are amazing. I imagine this will be phenomenal as well. So.
And then on June, we got starting to get some more of the kids' movies because kids are on summer break. We got How to Train Your Dragon live action on June 13th.
Yeah, it's a double feature, right? Because the same day we have Elio.
Yep. So kids
that's tough. I think they both look really good. I don't know.
If How to Train Your Dragon is a shot-for-shot recreation of that, I'd probably rather watch Elio to watch the original movie.
Sure.
That's just my personal opinion. But if it is a little bit different in the story, which it probably is, I definitely would. I'd check them both out. I don't know which one I'd watch first. Probably leave it up to my kids.
Yeah, that's one of those things where they're both like family kid movies. So
I can see your kids wanting to see How to Train Your Dragon more. They're a little older.
Yeah, well, Jacob loves those movies. That's my 18-year-old. But when that movie the first one came out, he was much younger. So he really loves that whole series. So he's pretty excited about the trailer. So I'm sure he'll want to see that movie. Maybe either Amber and I will just see that one with the boys, and maybe wait for Elio to come out and streaming. But yeah, we'll probably put it up to them and be like, hey man, we're gonna see one. Which one is it? We'll probably get 2 saying they want to see Elio and 2 want to see How to Train Your Dragon. So
that's funny. Yeah.
Maybe Amber and I will just take 2 to that one and 2 to the other, and we'll get to see both of them.
There you go. And then the week after that, you guys can take them to see 28 Years Later, right?
Yep. Yeah, we'll take the youngest for that one. I think. Yeah.
Perfect. Which is weird because the June 13th is probably a Friday, right? So Friday the 13th, you'd think 28 Years Later would want that spot, but I guess prime summertime makes more sense for kids movies.
Yeah, that 28 Years Later trailer looks really good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the original movie.
Yeah, it's not the type of movie I'm typically super excited for, but like the trailer looks really good.
Yeah, Aaron Taylor Johnson's in it. It's got some good actors. So.
Yep.
And then still going to more of the scary type movies in June, but we got Megan 2.0 coming out on the 27th of June.
Yeah, I do want to see that, although I still haven't watched the first one.
Check it out. I think that one's good. I like
it. To see what service it's on and definitely check it out. It looked good. I think I was going to go with you, but something happened. I couldn't go for some reason. Yeah.
I enjoyed it though. I think you would as well. It's got some silly moments. It's not just all like scary or whatever,
Mm-hmm. And then the same day we have F1 coming out.
Yeah, Brad Pitt movie, right?
Yeah. The trailer for that looks pretty amazing. I love some of the on vehicle shots they have. Just looks crazy. Just hearing those engines, those F1 cars. It's insane, man. But I'm looking forward. I really like cars and stuff, so that one looks good.
Yeah. And the week after that, on July 2nd, we got the new Jurassic World movie, Jurassic World Rebirth. So it's cool to go back to that. Go back to the dinosaurs. I love those movies.
Yeah. What's exciting about this one, those of us who like Scarlett Johansson, she grew up like a huge Jurassic Park fan, and she was like her dream to be in one of these movies. So her getting to do that now, it's pretty exciting. Yeah. I'm happy for her. This is another series that, one of my kids, specifically Jacob, him and I go see all these movies in the theater. So I'm sure he'll be stoked to go see another one, because it's been a little while since was it Dominion was the last one?
I believe so.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. Looking forward to it.
And then July 11th, there's some DC movie. I don't know what it is, but Superman? I don't know. I've never heard of it. Just kidding. Oh, your shirt, DC.
Oh, man. Yeah, but that's a little different.
I thought it was DC Studios.
Doug and Corey.
My bad. Yeah, Superman comes out July 11th.
Yeah, James Gunn. I think he's helming this one, right?
Yeah, I think wrote it, directed it.
Yeah.
It's all him.
Yeah, those of you who don't know, James Gunn, previously doing all the Guardians movies for Marvel, is now him and Peter Safran running DC, creating the DCU. And this is the first official
feature film for the DCU, because they have the Creature Commandos out now, which is canon.
Their soft boot.
Yeah, and in there just the other day, I haven't watched the episode, but I saw there's a picture of Batman, and supposedly it's canon. So the Batman that they show in that, which I'll put on the screen, he's a bulkier Batman. Okay. So I'm guessing Robert Pattinson's not going to be the Batman going forward in the DCU.
Kind of like Ben Affleck type. Not that he
like that size.
That he's going to play him.
Yeah, I'm hoping more Alan Ritchson, but that would be a great Batman.
Yeah, no, he would. I mean,
especially with
I'd love to see him come to the MCU, but if he's gonna go to DC,
could do both.
No, he could. But if he's gonna go to DC, I do agree he would be a pretty amazing Batman and Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, it's also, especially not only his size and everything, but he's going up against, essentially going up against David Cornsweet's Superman, who's a big dude as well.
6'3", 6'4", something like that.
Yeah, I think that would be a nice matchup. It's good for when they get to the Justice League eventually or whatever. They get to those types of movies like that. I'd be excited to watch.
Hopefully they take their time before they get to that.
Sure. Yeah, I don't think they have that planned as of now for what he has for his what is not phase 1, but whatever, like chapter 1, whatever he's calling the Gods and Monsters saga or whatever his sagas are called.
Yeah.
I don't think it had anything Justice League related on there, but they did have The Brave and the Bold, which is a Batman movie. So they're going to be casting Batman.
Are we still getting the Batman too? Robert Pattinson?
I believe we are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to be like an Elseworlds type of thing.
Yeah.
Which I've also read a rumor that Marvel's talking about doing their own versions of Elseworlds, where it's stuff that's not related to the 616, the MCU stuff, but it'll still be Marvel movies. They may, so they could do some of these other characters that they don't want to necessarily bring into the 616.
Yeah. With the multiverse stuff, they're almost kind of doing that already.
Kind of, yeah.
I mean, I don't know that there was much tie-in directly with the Deadpool movie. You and I have slightly differing opinions of that, but
sure.
I don't know that the Deadpool movie really touched on the 616 at all.
It vaguely did, I think, but whatever. We're going to get off track.
Yeah, for sure.
Talk about,
it's a different conversation for another time. Yeah.
Then, so anything else about Superman?
No, I mean, honestly, kind of mixed reviews on the trailer. For the most part, I think it's pretty positive, but there's a lot of hate out there. There's so many people comparing it to the CW shows and how it looks worse. Yeah,
I think I think a lot of people liked Cavill suit because you could see his abs and everything, like his more muscular features.
Yeah, clearly,
Cornsweet's definitely a big dude. And he's gonna be, but like the suit is not flattering for his body. So I think that's why people were like, "Oh, this isn't as good. This is a downgrade." You know,
clearly James Gunn is going for a more like old school comic accurate look.
Sure. Absolutely.
For the whole movie.
He's got the trunks and everything.
Yeah, not just Superman, the whole movie, like everything about it, and I'm here for it. I think it looks good. Like, it can easily be cheesy. Sure. If it's not done well, it could be really cheesy.
He definitely is known for cheesy. A lot of Guardian stuff is pretty cheesy, but it's still really good.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I mean cheesy. I don't mean cheesy bad. I mean like going back and like watching the the Marvel float from the 80s or whatever, right?
Sure.
So, I mean, cheesy like that. The costumes could look really bad, but I think they look really well done for the look he's going for. Sure. And I wasn't super hyped for I'm excited to see what James Gunn does with the DCU, but I'm not a big Superman fan. I wasn't really. He's a hero that for me and for a lot of people is just hard to relate to, right? Because he's like,
he's an alien. He's
basically like a I don't know. He's indestructible almost, and he has all these crazy powers. And he really doesn't have any, like, Sentry's similar, but has like these major like mental issues and stuff, right?
More depth to his story.
Yeah, like Superman's just like a super good guy, like super wants to do the right thing all the time, has these amazing powers. So it's kind of a boring, unrelatable hero.
I'm gonna say he has a dark side too, for sure. And looks like they're gonna be touching on Ultraman, which is like a Superman clone.
Yeah.
So I mean, we might get to see him playing two roles in this movie.
Yeah, but what did James Gunn do in this trailer? He starts off by showing him just like beaten and battered and just humanized. Where he needs to rely on his dog, right? Man's best friend. He needs to rely on this dog to save him. So right away, James Gunn's setting the tone for this to make Superman a much more relatable character. Sure. The whole time he just looks sad and down, depressed, just defeated. And
it's nice that it's not the origin story again. Yeah. We've got that a lot of times, and I mean, it gets beaten into the ground.
Yeah. So I honestly, like, the trailer for me was amazing. I'm really looking forward to this movie now. The trailer did its job, man. It got my hype level up. So
for sure.
Yep.
The next movie on the list, not so much for me, but we'll see. I haven't even know if it's a continuation or a reboot or what, but it's I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yeah.
It's just literally just called that, so I don't know if it's a sequel or what.
Yeah, I think I heard it's a continuation, kind of like what they just did with the Scream movies. So
at least those are mostly called Screams 5, 6, 7, whatever.
Yeah, it should be I Still Know What You Did Summer 25 years ago or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. It's I'm sure it'll make money. It's kind of like a niche.
It'll be a fun date movie if you want your girl to get scared or whatever and jump.
Yeah, and then we get to round out June or July rather, the end of summer essentially, with a pretty big movie, Fantastic Four: First Steps.
Yeah, excited. That's gonna be for me. That's the big Marvel movie I'm looking forward to absolutely this year. More than Thunderbolts, Cap combined. I think Fantastic Four is going to set the tone for everything that's going forward as far as Doomsday and everything. It's going to be, that one's going to be the big one that shows where they're headed.
Yeah, I think you're right. And this is another movie based on the fact that they're apparently going to be like in the 60s or so initially.
At least in that universe.
Yeah, it looks like it could be kind of like Superman. Could be kind of cheesy. They're in a little bit like old school looking costumes and stuff, But I have faith, man. I think it's gonna be good. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, we'll see how Pedro does in the role of Reed Richards. We had our slight doubts, as him being the smartest man in the galaxy, essentially, But I think he's a great actor, and I think he'll be able to pull it off. So we'll see how it goes.
I'm excited for almost everyone in this cast. I mean, the four lead characters for sure. Joseph Quinn's been doing amazing things. Vanessa Kirby's awesome. Evan Moss Bachrach, I've only seen him, I think, so far in The Bear, but he's amazing in that. So Ralph Ineson, we just got to see him recently in a movie. Nosferatu, that guy's got just such an amazing voice, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with him and Galactus.
And Paul Walter Hauser, John Malkovich, a lot of good people in the movie. I'm hoping Natasha Lyonne's doing like the voice of Herbie and not coming in already as her character from What If, which is Birdie, which I know you haven't watched that yet, so I won't spoil anything for you. But yeah, Birdie's a pretty cool character, but they definitely should not bring Birdie into the MCU in Fantastic Four. It's too weird and too much backstory to explain, especially if people haven't watched What If.
Gotcha.
So, but hopefully she's the voice of like Herbie or something else, but she is going to be in the movie in some capacity.
Right on. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about it.
Me too, for sure.
Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully it really triggers a series of events in the MCU.
And then on the list that we had, there wasn't too much in August or September. I think the only thing we saw was Freaky or Friday.
Yeah, in August, I believe.
Yeah, and I didn't see anything for September, but I'm sure something's coming out. I just don't know what yet.
Yeah, which honestly, Freaky or Friday, that's cool. Jamie Lee Curtis coming back. They're both coming back. Lindsay Lohan as well. Yeah, so... and I think we talked about it before. They got to do a Freakiest Friday, right? Like
Can't be freakier and then leave out freakiest. Yeah.
Yeah. So, hopefully
that one might be going straight to.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how this one does. Dude, it's one of those weird movies that has like a cult following. It could do well, and it seems like they're both pretty passionate about making the movie. So,
sure,
dude, if the passion's there and then the following is there for it and it makes some money, like it's a no-brainer to do a third.
I know my daughter loves that the first one of them. I know that's a remake already, but
yeah.
So I'm sure she'd want to go check that out. But in October though, we get the next Tron movie, Tron Ares.
Tron Ares, yeah, and it's been quite a while. Was it Tron Legacy was the last one?
I think so.
It's been a while. Tron Legacy. Yeah. Do we know if Jeff Bridges is coming back?
I think so. I don't know that for a fact.
Yeah,
would make sense.
Yeah, I'm excited for it. I like the Tron movies. I actually really want to go back and rewatch Tron Legacy. I think Daft Punk did a lot of the music for that, which is really cool. The visuals are pretty awesome. I think Olivia Wilde was also in that one. I can't remember what happened with her character, whether or not she's going to be in this one again.
I don't know.
But
to rewatch the trailer or see the next trailer. I think there's only been a teaser so far that I've seen for Tron Ares.
Yeah. So this I've only seen the logo or the title, and it's all red and stuff, right? So Tron Legacy was like white and blue. This one's real like kind of
Jared Leto's in this one. So.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'm excited for it. Yep. Hopefully it'll be good.
Yep, and then after that, also in October, we got the sequel to Mortal Kombat. So Mortal Kombat 2 is coming out. So I really enjoyed that first movie that came out during the pandemic. Like you said, I think you were telling me it was straight to streaming.
Yeah, I believe that one went straight to Max. Yeah, it was right there in the height of the pandemic, I believe. I think it was pretty close to when they started reopening theaters. It maybe could have come out in theaters, but I think it was already just slated for streaming. Now they've transitioned most of these bigger movies back to the theater first. So. I mean that like we talked about it briefly. This movie was a lot better than the old school Mortal Kombat movies. So
sure. As it should be with the new technologies and graphics and stuff. But I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see where they're going. I know Carl Urban's in it. He's going to be playing Johnny Cage.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. It was interesting to see him as like this American actor.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. Huh. Like a movie star type character. Yeah. Okay. And then November 7th, we have, I'm guessing it's a remake of The Running Man.
Yeah.
Which I didn't even know that was coming out until you
watched that all the time. Yeah, we were looking at a list and like Running Man. Is that a new movie or is that, it looks like it's a.
Yeah, I think it's going to star Glenn Powell, which is interesting. If you're familiar with the old school Arnold Running Man movie.
And I think it was Edgar Wright is directing it, who did the first Ant-Man movie.
Yeah. So interesting. Yeah.
I don't know much about it other than what you looked up right before we started filming, but maybe it's good. We'll see when the trailer comes out.
And then potentially one of the bigger movies coming out shortly after that. We got A Wicked for Good. So it's the second part of the Wicked movie coming out November 21st.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of the musicals and you watched the first Wicked, I'm sure you'll be in line for this next one because that first movie was fantastic.
Oh yeah, and it leaves you just hanging, right? Like there's a big musical number, and then you just peace out. You're stuck waiting for a year. But
what can you do? That's how they're going to make their money. Draw it back in.
Yeah, I haven't heard the totals. Have you? The box office totals so far on Wicked? I'm sure it's making a ton of money. This movie's pretty good, and there's a ton of following behind it. So. Yep. Yeah, I'm sure Wicked Part 2, Wicked for Good, apparently is what they're calling it, is going to bring in the bucks.
Especially because it's coming in around Thanksgiving again, November 21st.
Yeah. It's good. I'm guessing they filmed these simultaneously.
I would imagine so.
It makes sense knowing they're going to be doing both parts. And to only have a year between them, that's usually how you have to do it to get them released so quick. So
makes sense. Yeah.
Yep.
And then the week after that, we got the sequel to Zootopia. We got Zootopia 2 coming out. So.
Yeah. It's another really good movie.
I love the first Zootopia was really good.
Yep.
So we'll see how that goes. I mean, I've only seen there's a little teaser they've had so far. I don't think there's been very much for it other than the announcement.
Yeah, I've only seen the announcement. Haven't seen a trailer or anything. Maybe we're talking it's almost
end of the year,
away,
but sometimes they have teasers. I mean,
yeah.
But
then we got a big one coming up in December. The next Avatar movie,
Fire and Ash.
Yeah. December 19th.
It's all about Ash Ketchum's journey with his fire Pokemon, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. And is it Misty and Brock?
No, they're not in it.
Oh, they're not in it? Okay.
I'm just kidding. So anyways, Avatar looks good. I mean, obviously they're going to be talking about there's a fire tribe of the Na'vi or whatever.
Yeah. So we had kind of like the traditional like forest Na'vi in the first one, and we had the water, way of water, and now we're fire ash, gonna be the fire Na'vi. So yeah. Dude, I know a lot of people talk crap on the Avatar movies, but they're bringing in a crap ton of money. So
sure. Yeah.
And
he's planning on what, 6 of them, 7? He's got at least a few.
Dude, I don't even remember.
And this is only the 3rd one, so.
Yeah. So I think this one and the 4th one, I think he filmed a lot of it already. Because they have the kids in them. I think we discussed that previously, that he wanted to get the kids filmed before they age out of the roles. There's so much post work on these, special effects. I mean, they're doing motion capture, but they have to drop in the actual, overlay. So, but man, these movies are just beautiful. And if you get a chance to see them in 3D, like, they're just some of the best 3D movies. They're just designed for it. If you don't see it in 3D, they're still good, but definitely try to go see it in the theater. Either IMAX or a Dolby 3D if you can. Either of those formats are going to be amazing. Sure. So I'm excited.
Yeah. And the last one we had on our list, we didn't have it in any specific spot because we don't know the actual date other than it said spring, was Death of a Unicorn, which is an A24 movie.
Yeah, A24.
Looked really, really fun and interesting.
Got Jenna Ortega. I'm trying to remember the cast. It had a lot. We should know. I should know. Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, yeah.
Yeah. And essentially it looks like they hit a unicorn and kill it.
Yeah. Like, isn't Craven in it too? Aaron Taylor Johnson. He's in a lot of stuff right now.
Yeah, he is in a lot of stuff right now. I don't remember. Is it him? I'm trying to remember who it is.
So he's like, I shouldn't be in my shorts for this or whatever. Like, I don't know. He's like, I feel like I shouldn't be in my workout shorts for
maybe. This. And then Will Poulter's in it too, right?
Maybe that's who it was. I'm thinking of.
I think it was Will Poulter.
Maybe.
Yeah. And it seems like they, like him and some other people, work for a pharmaceutical company, and they want to take the
unicorn
horn, or maybe the whole body, I don't even know, and use it because they find out it has some like magical properties and stuff.
It has a nice little twist where the second unicorn comes
it turns out there's more than one unicorn. The other unicorn ain't happy.
No.
So it becomes kind of like
trailer out if you can.
Kind of like a comedy horror. Like, it looks funny. I'm excited for that one actually.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, A24 typically makes amazing movies, so I'm here for it. Yeah. Sure. That's coming out in spring, but we don't know the exact date. So,
yep. And then we haven't filmed it yet, but another A24 movie that just came out, Nosferatu. We just recently saw, so we'll check out that video when that comes out too. So,
yeah. All right, guys. Out of these movies, and if there's any others we omitted, let us know what you're most excited for in 2025.
All right. Be sure to like and subscribe. Have a marvelous day. Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In this video, we're going to discuss... No, sorry.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
It's 2025, and we're going to discuss some of the big movies coming out this year.
Is it going to be a super fantastic year for movies? Stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
In this video, we're going to... Nope, I don't want to say in this video.
Why not?
I want to say it's 2025.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Doug and Corey Show.
We're kicking off 2025 by discussing some of the big upcoming movies.
Is it going to be a super fantastic year for movies?
Stick around.
So
stop real fast. Sorry, I noticed I'm a lot more further forward. I have to keep looking. No, that's fine. I'll back up a little bit. I noticed I have to like look back behind me to look at you.
And I have to actually look at me.
Just pretend. I'll pretend I like to actually look at you. Actually, it looks better on the screen anyways. Hopefully it's not going to be too jarring. I think we're going to get, why am I forgetting the actress's name? She was a huge part of the last movie. Agent Carter. Yep.
Haley Atwell,
yeah.
Took me a minute too.
Yeah.
God, earthquake.
Wow.
Adam, some cats are fighting. The house just shook a little bit.
I couldn't tell.
The cats are fighting on the roof. Either way, that was interesting. Hopefully there's not any more shaking.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'll be an interesting video.
I'll start getting text messages popping up on the thing if there was an earthquake, because my family is going to be like, there's an earthquake. Yeah.